Welcome to yoga, everyone. Karen, so happy you're here. All right, we're going to start on our back, and we will just kind of stretch out a little bit, breathe a little bit, and then we'll start flowing into a fun sequence where we will twist it out and forward bend. So it's really a detoxifying flow. I had delicious vegan gluten-free food yesterday, but it was fried. And so I don't really always eat fried food. And so I feel fried. I don't really feel fried, but I feel full of fried food. So let's go ahead and, work that out of the system. All right, so find yourself on your back. You can bring your knees into your chest and just squeeze a little, rock a little side to side. Take a deep breath. Allow the eyes to shut. Soften the face. And just feel the pressure on the back as you're doing this, as you're just rocking side to side. And maybe you want to keep your knees pulled together and then start moving them around in a big circle. So you're kind of rocking still side to side, but you're moving your knees around, pulling them into the body, moving them to the right and away from you, and to the left and back in. So this is starting to maybe feel like some nice pressure on the bottom of the spine, your sacrum, the left and the right, the top, the outer edges, and then start going in the opposite direction. And then think about your breath. So as you inflate your lungs, your knees move away. As you deflate and you exhale, the knees squeeze in, right? So as you're exhaling, contract that belly, right? Feel that strength there. Relax the jaw, notice tension. Good. And then we'll just pause here and drop the feet to the floor, opening the feet as wide as the mat. Knees can touch. You can stay right here, or if it feels better to open up the knees and bring the bottoms of the feet together, you can do that and butterfly the knees, kind of bouncing them up and down a couple times. And we'll just connect with our breath here through a breathing practice called boxing breath, which we do. Actually, you know what? Let's switch it up today. We do boxing breath a lot. Let's do upward counting breathing. And it is just as it sounds. We kind of count up and then we count down as we exhale. So, well, you'll see. So let's just take a clearing round of breath in. And open mouth, exhale. And inhale for the count of 1, 2, 3. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Okay, and then let's start to connect with 3-part breath, yoga breathing. So your hands can be on your body, or elbows are heavy by your side, and maybe your arms are not on your body and by your side. whatever you feel comfortable with. So Dirga breath, 3-part breathing, literally means like we're trying to dissect our lungs into 3 parts. The bottom lung, the biggest part, the middle lung right by your ribs, and then the upper lung right at the chest or sternum, collarbone area. So let's just breathe into the bottom part of our lung, which feels kind of unnatural. As you inhale, you press your belly up. And as you exhale, you let the belly sink down. So you bypass the top and the middle part of your lungs, and you just inhale into the belly. And you exhale, the belly sinks. Let's do that again. Inhale, just the belly fills. You might not feel like the deepest breath because you're not reaching the other part of the lung. Exhale, let it go. Okay, now maybe you bring your hands right kind of on your side ribs, like really feeling your rib cage. And we're going to bypass the upper part of the lungs and kind of prevent the breath to reach the bottom lungs and only let the breath fill into the sides, front and back of your rib cage. Okay, so exhale everything out, contract the ribs, and then inhale just to the ribs. And exhale, pull them in. Inhale, just the ribs open. Exhale and close. Inhale, open them. Exhale and close them. Okay, and then let that go. Bring your hands maybe on your chest, upper chest, right? So your fingertips are kind of right at the base of your collarbone. Okay, hands palms down. And then exhale everything out of the body. Only breathe into the chest with your inhale. And exhale. So it's tricky to really get it to only be the chest. Really think about puffing it up and sinking it down. Notice that the shoulders are trying to help you again. And down. Let's do 2 more here. 1 more. Good, and then release that. Let's bring the right hand on the belly, left on the heart. We're gonna bring all of those together. So exhale everything out of the body. Then inhale into the belly, then the ribs and your chest. And then exhale from the chest to the ribs to the belly. And again, inhale the belly, the ribs, the chest. Exhale the chest, the ribs, and the belly. 1 more time, inhale belly, ribs, chest. Exhale chest, ribs, and belly. And then let breath just come in naturally and empty you out naturally. And then we'll lift the knees if they're open wide. Ooh, taking a moment to just adjust. If your knees are touching, just separate them, maybe open them wide, do the opposite of what you were doing. Let's open the arms out wide to a T, palms down, and let's all bring our feet as wide as the mat and start rocking your knees to the right, feeling that top left knee reach towards the front of the mat. You elongate through the front hip, thigh, side body, and then up again and over to the left. So now that right knee is reaching. You feel your glute lift, the glutes on the right side. Good, and then up and then over. Little twisting action here. Opening up the front of the body. And let's keep going. And last side. And then we'll come up, bring those knees into your chest. Squeeze them in, bring your nose up to your knees. Now as you inhale, straighten your legs, straighten your arms back. Exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Head could be lifted if you want, or the head can be heavy if the neck is feeling fatigued. Let's do for 5, 4, 3, 1, 2, almost forgot 2, and 1. And then relax your head down, Rock side to side, a little left and a little right. Excelente. All right, now let's grab behind our thighs. Just rock up and down a few times. And we're gonna end up staying on our back. So rather than coming to our seated position, we're just gonna open up the back body a little bit here as we create this nice rocking. Maybe you start doing no hands, just feeling the center of your chest lift, right? Maybe you start balancing your feet a little bit. Right, let's do 3 more. Using deep abdominal muscles here to help us with this movement. Good, last one, and we're gonna pause up there, both toes. Take a breath, and then a slow lowering down all the way to the back. Good. Now bring your hands interlaced, bring them behind your head, elbows are wide, tuck your shoulders under you. Push your knees away from you a little bit and lift your calves so your feet and legs are in like a 90-degree shape and knees are over your hips. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, contract the belly and lift your head and shoulders. Look up to the ceiling so there's space between your chin and your chest. Elbows are still wide. Take a breath. Just press the belly down as you exhale. Try to lift a little more. Let's do 5 breaths. Belly down. Right, your knees can be squeezing together or they can stay right over the hips. Long breath. Just sustaining it here. Building the heat. Let's do 1 more. And then lower down. Oof. Right? You don't always have to move to create the burn. You can just stay in one spot. But let's move now. So interlace those fingers in the opposite clasp. Bring them to the back of the head. Knees push away. Calves go parallel. Take a breath in. Exhale, crunch the core. Lift the head and chest. Inhale here. Exhale, right elbow to that left knee. Bring it back, inhale. Exhale to that right knee, left elbow. Inhale and exhale. Keep going. To 5, to 4, 3, 2, for 1, and we're done. Woo! Building that heat, building that burn. All right, grab behind the thighs. Let's rock it up and down. Do at least 3, 2. Come to a cross-legged seat. Hands come behind you. Fingers point away from you. Press into your, or actually fingers can point towards you or either sides of the room as well. I'm gonna go midway between to me and to the sides. And then push into your feet and lift your hips up. Look up, take a breath. And exhale, lower. Let's do that again. Inhale, press and lift your hips. And exhale. 1 more time. Good, switch the cross in the legs. Good, maybe you wanna shake out your wrists. We're gonna do that again, 3 times, other side. So other opposite leg in front. Find the positions for your hands, take a breath. Just exhale, puff your heart up, and then press into your hands and feet, lift and lower. Lift and lower. Squeeze your glutes, lift and lower. Woo, straighten those legs. Reach your arms up and then fold forward over those legs. Woo, walk your hips back 1 at a time, contract that core. Start melting over the legs, let the head get heavier. I just notice how it feels here. It feels maybe tight. Maybe you feel open. I don't know. I feel kind of tight and I'm not folding as I quote normally do, which by the end of the day, we're naturally more open because we've been moving all day. And so just observe how it's still morning and hey, Karen, maybe you feel nice and open because it is evening over there. Take another breath. Heavy head, contract that core and then roll up slowly. Good, right hand lifts, left hand stays down, side bend. Bend that left elbow. Push into that hand and then come up. Right hand down and then left arm reaches. Inhale. And then come on up, both arms. Now, as you exhale, reach to the outer right foot. And then inhale, come up. Reach to the outer left foot. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. Contract that core. Squeeze it in. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Inhale. Keep your feet flexed. Thighs strong. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. To the right. And up. And to the left. And up. Good. Woo, arms come all the way down. All right, let's scoot our feet out of the way. Come into tabletop position on your hands and knees. Fingers are nice and wide. Wrists under shoulders. Put your hair up if you need to. Right, let's tuck the toes. Press into those hands, pushing hips down to heels, and just wiggle left and right, side to side. Really squeeze your belly in here. Feel the shoulders nice and strong and stable. Let the head be heavier. And just move from foot to foot so you get some nice body weight on those toes and the arches of the feet. Good, and then we'll come up, untucking the toes, tap those feet gently. Okay, finding tabletop position, drop the belly, let the inner elbows rotate forward so you can kind of grip the mat and look up. And then round the spine, pressing into the feet and your shins and your hands, chin to chest. Inhale, belly down. Chest forward and look up. Exhale, round it out. Really root out of those hands. Again, belly down, looking up, and then round it out. So add some additional movement in here, organic movements, whatever feels good for your body. However you want to wake up right now or relax, I don't know. Maybe you just want child's pose. Maybe you want to roll around the head, wiggle the hips a little side to side. And then when you're ready, let's push back to child's pose. Flipping your palms up, rest your forehead, and then bend your elbows, bring your palms together, and inchworm your elbows forward. So just walk them forward a little bit. And take a breath. Okay, and then we'll bring our hands forward and come back up to hands and knees. Spread those fingers, walk your hands a little forward, tuck those toes. Let's do it, downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths, maybe 3. Just pedal out the legs, really stretch to the calves, pressing your hands into the earth so the chest pushes to the thighs. And then you feel in the alternating bend of the knees, that one heel presses down and you firm that thigh and you push into the hands to feel those hips almost lift at the same time. You can switch, bending the opposite knee so the other heel pushes down and really press into the hands, firm that upper thigh. Good. And then we'll pause, downward dog, take a breath. Sigh it out. Let's bend both knees, look forward at your hands. Exhale, step both feet to those hands. Inhale, halfway lift, pull the chest forward, shoulders on the back, contract the core, and then exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, bring your weight into your heels, keep your arms up for chair pose. So maybe your arms come forward, flipping your palms up, or bring your arms up by your ears. Start to contract that core, pull that navel in, and then feel the outer hips pull together behind you. So you really squeeze those glutes. Lift your toes, take a breath, lift the heart a little. As you exhale, right arm swoops down, reaching behind you as that left arm pulls forward. But look at your knees, make sure that they're parallel. You kind of pull the right hip forward a little, the left hip hugs back. Next breath in, reach your right arm forward, and then exhale the left arm back. Check out those knees. Next inhale, left arm forward, and then right arm back. Inhale forward, left arm back. Inhale, right arm. Good job. Inhale, stay low. Left arm. Inhale, arms forward. Forward fold, let it go. And then roll to standing, rounding your back, maybe wiggle your shoulders along the way. Circle the shoulders all the way up to the ears and back. And then inhale, your arms all the way up here, big breath. Good, exhale, hands to our heart. And then right away, sweep your arms up, full breath in as you reach. Forward fold. all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank pose. Spread those fingers as you land the hands down. Bring the toes to touch. Spread your toes. Squeeze those legs together. Contract the core. Chest pulls forward slightly. We just hold it and maintain it. Gaze is a little forward. Neck is long and strong. Index finger presses down. That base of the index finger knuckle is pushing down. The thumb is gripping. And then push forward, chaturanga or half. Wherever you'd like to go, hug those elbows against the body as you lower. Roll the shoulders back, elbows squeeze in, lift your hands as you lift your head and heart. Lower as you exhale. Curl the toes, push back up to the knees or plank, pushing the hips back and up, downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Elongate the breath. Inhale and a full exhale. One more time. And then inhale to bend the knees deeply, looking forward. The head comes forward. Exhale, step the opposite foot first, then the other foot meets. Feet are together. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Relax the head. Bend the knees. Circle your arms out and up for chair. Good. Now this time, palms connect. As you exhale, right hand or hands to the outer right knee. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, outer left. Contract the side of your waist. Inhale, up. Exhale, right. Inhale, up. Exhale, left. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. And exhale. All the way to center. Hold it here. Push it. Press into those feet and lift. Squeeze the glutes, push your hips forward, lift up through the heart as you look up and reach those arms back. And come to center, meet your hands at your heart. And take a breath. Exhale, release. Arms come up, full breath in. Chair pose right away. Weight into those heels. Okay. Hands can come to our heart. Okay. Right hand meets the outer right thigh. Okay. And then twist your heart to the right. Now look at your knees. Make sure those knees stay parallel to each other in the front of the mat. As you inhale, lengthen through the heart. As you exhale, contract the belly and twist. Inhale. Exhale. Use your right hand on the leg to help you here. Notice the ebb and flow. As you inhale, you come out of it a little. Exhale, you pull. Inhale. Last one. Then come to center. Both hands at heart. Weight in heel, sink low. And then left hand outer thigh, inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. 4 more breaths. Really emphasize the strength in the core. Soften the face. Good, last one. Hands to heart, center. Sink lower. Good, shift the weight to the right foot. Lift the left foot. Extend it back. High lunge. Circle the arms up, big breath in. Sink here. Firm the left glutes. Allow yourself to bend into that right knee. Lift up through the heart. Relax the shoulders. Palms face each other. Head pulls back slightly. Zipping the front ribs together. 1 more breath. Okay, hands to heart. Slowly twist to the right. Arms out to a T. Twist. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale. And twist. Arms come forward and up. And then push into that right foot. Sweep your left heel down to the right. Warrior 2. Open your chest to the left. Bend that front right knee. Gaze over those right fingers. Contract the muscles on the back. Take a breath. Look at that right knee. Make sure it's moving in the direction of the second and third toe. Take another breath, firm the left leg, soften the shoulders and the face, and then push into that right heel, lift the toes, rotate them to the left, hands to hips. Okay, wide-legged stance, adjust as you need to. Heels press out a little more. Okay, toes are parallel, take a breath. Just exhale, sweep your arms out, big breath here. Fold halfway down. Back goes parallel to the ceiling and the floor. And then look left and right. Make sure that the palms are facing down and the wrists, elbows, and shoulders are all in one line. Heart center pulls forward, contract the core, squeeze the shoulders on the back. Gaze down so the back of the neck gets longer. And then bring your weight a little more in towards the toes if you feel like the heels are taking it. And then lower. Rest your hands down to the floor and walk them between the legs, helping to pull the torso down. Squeeze the navel into the spine. Compress the center body. Feel your shoulder heads lift up away from the floor, away from the earlobe. 3 more breaths here. Steady the gaze at one point. 1 more breath. Hands come forward under shoulders. Left palm or fist down underneath your face. Sweep that right arm all the way up with a brush. Notice if your hip tilts here, try to drop that right hip, lift the left hip. You're not going to be in a crazy, awesome, like perfect twist, and there's no such thing anyway. Just notice as you keep your pelvis neutral and parallel to the ceiling, right? You're twisting in the upper body. So contract the core and those ribs. 1 more here. Right hand down, replacing where the left was. Left arm comes up. Inhale. Twist. Exhaling. Check out your hips. Drop that left hip. Mine was super lifted. 2 more. 1 more. And then fold all the way down. Take another breath. Bang it out. Walk your hands under your face. Pull the right heel in. Bend your left knee. Walk your hands over to that left knee. And then sink down. Bend into the knee more as you straighten that right leg. Those toes lift here. Flex through the thigh. So your knee might be a little bent. You can stay right here. Or you can kind of lift your torso a little bit. Get a sense of balance by staring at one point. Maybe meet your hands at your heart. Maybe you stay there and you just breathe, or you bring your hands down and you walk them forward so you find a little bit of a bend. Contracting the belly. Take 1 more breath. And then hands can walk back to the knee. We push into that left foot, right toes point forward. And then we walk to that right foot as we lift that left heel, bend that right knee, adjust your stance in this high lunge. Left palm or fist down, deep bend in that right knee, firm the left glute, circle the right arm all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, pull the left ribs up to the right ribs. Really root through the big toe mound on that right foot here. And careful that knee is not opening out to the right. Another breath. Right hand down. Step back to downward facing dog. Walk it out, pedal out the feet, whatever you need to do. Stabilize the shoulders, contract the core, and then find stillness. Feet hip distance, upper thighs contracting, feeling the tops of your thighs pull up and back, pressing them to the back wall, heels pull down. Okay. Come forward to plank, holding it here. Heels press back, core pulls up, chest pulls forward. Everything squeezing in against the bones. Glutes are tight. Face is soft. Press forward, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Pull those hands back, lift through the chest, elbows squeeze against the body. And exhale, lower. Curl the toes, push to plank or to your knees, and downward facing dog. Inhale, and exhale. Lift the right leg high, hold it here. Three-legged dog. Pointing those toes towards the earth, head is heavy, looking at the left toes. Right thigh is internally rotating, so we're keeping our hips square to the floor. One more breath. And then drop it down, down dog. Left leg lift. Keeping our hips square to the floor. Pelvis is neutral. Right heel presses down, upper thighs engaging, pressing into those hands. Lift the leg a little more. And then drop it down. Bend the knees deeply, look at your hands. Exhale to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, fold. Chair pose, bend those knees, circle your arms out and up. Hands to heart. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. This time, right hand on the thigh, left elbow to the outer right knee. Remeet your palms or make a fist in your right hand and push that fist into your left palm. Contract that belly. Try to lift your heart so you're lengthening the spine. Pull the shoulders away from ears. Maybe look down, make sure that left knee is parallel with the right. Shifting our hips appropriately. Hands at heart, lift the chest. Exhale here. Inhale. Twist to the left. Left hand to the thigh, right elbow to the outer knee. Palms connect or fist in that left palm. Gaze is left. We pull the navel center in. We check those knees out. Find deep breaths. Two more. One more here. Hands to heart, stay in chair. Exhale. Shift the weight to that left foot. Lift the right foot, extend it back. Take a step. Circle your arms up, high lunge. Woo! Think that left knee firm, that right leg, right glute. Steady breath. Shoulders are heavy. Face is soft. Another here. Hands to heart. Twist to the left. Arms out to a T. Keep that right leg strong. Feel the left hand pull back. Bend maybe a little more into that left knee. One more breath. Hands to heart. Press into that left foot, right heel sweeps down. Whew, arms open wide, gaze over the front left fingers, sinking into that knee warrior two. Deep breath. Soften the face. Squeeze the shoulders on the back. One more breath. Push into that left heel, rotate the toes to the right. Arms stay up, take a breath. Wide-legged fold. All the way down right away. Relax the head. Feel the shoulder heads lift. Hold maybe the ankles this time and pull on them. Forearms maybe meeting your shins one day. A little bend in the elbows. We pull the navel center to the spine with every exhale. All right, next inhale, reach to the crown of the head and lift halfway up, arms reaching out to either side of the room, pausing as you feel parallel to the floor and ceiling. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, left hand down, right arm up. Inhale to center. Exhale, right arm down, left arm up. So cinch that waist. Inhale to center. Don't worry about your hips. If they tilt, let it happen. To center, exhale right, to center. You can let that hand, left hand down, press on the floor to help you with this twist. Right hand down, to center, left hand down. Stay here or come to center. Stay here. 3 more breaths. You've got the strength. 2 more. 1 more breath through the spine. Forward fold as you exhale. All the way, let it go. Nod, yes. Nod, no. Okay, and slowly hands come underneath us. We'll pull that left heel in. We'll bend that right knee. Lift the left toes as you start sinking into that right knee. Okay, you can stay here, hands on the floor. And again, maybe you walk forward or not. Right, or maybe you stay upright, lifting your chest even more, finding a point of balance, and breathe. Maybe do what you did on the other side or switch it up. Hands down, awesome. Bend the left knee as those toes point forward, walk back to that foot, lift that right heel, find your feet about hip distance in our high lunge position. Okay, right palm down. Nice bend in that left knee, right glutes are strong, that leg is strong. Left arm circles up. Big breath. Right ribs pulling up to the left with the exhales. One more here. And left hand down, step to down dog. Full breath. Sigh it out. Inhale to plank. Holding it here. There's ants around me. That's why you keep hearing me like blowing. I'm blowing ants off of my yoga mat. Push into your feet, bring your weight forward, inhaling, chaturanga, nice and slow and steady. Inhaling, cobra. Exhale, child's pose. And all the way back. Press the forehead down, maybe your palms flip up again if you like that. And just slow the breath down. Just go slower. Okay, and slowly sit up onto your heels. Okay, and just sit here for a moment, stretch it. Now, you could use blocks, or you could just use your hands. I'm going to suggest blocks here. I'll also show you without blocks what we're going to do. We're going to stretch kind of the tops of the feet. So Dad, just be careful with your ankle, okay? And just go slow. Hands are forward with the blocks, right? And you can kind of lean into that, lifting yourself up. And then push into your feet, contract the core, and then come back down. Good. And then up and down. Inhale as you sit, exhale, and down. Okay, one more. Okay, and then down. All right, scoot those feet out of the way. Let's switch that. So flex your feet, bend your knees even, and then grab for the tops of your feet, or actually like the bottoms of your toes and the bottoms of the upper feet, and just pull back, okay? And then lift your chest up, take a breath, and then squeeze the belly and pull yourself forward. Let the head be heavy. Good. Okay, and then slowly scoot those feet back grab your block. Oh, and I didn't show you without the block. So without the blocks, just so you know, right, palms are down, and it's the same thing, right? Using the blocks give you just a little extra height and an opportunity to not put so much weight on the ankles with that stretch. So let's tuck our toes, and we're going to separate the knees and feet, hip distance, and stand up. So something that's kind of nice sometimes is to actually use a block here in between your thighs on this long side, long skinny side. So we use that block, we squeeze that block, squeeze the tail low, front pelvis pulls up. So it's almost like we're trying to squeeze that block almost forward. And then fingers come to our low spine, tucking those toes, get a good grip. Lift up through your chest, start squeezing those elbows towards each other. Press your hips forward as you lean your head back. But think about lifting up through the heart. Not about how far back we go. 2 more breaths. Squeeze the block, lift the heart. 1 more. And then pull yourself up. Release that block, untuck your toes, come to child's pose. Maybe your hands come by your feet. Take a breath. And then contract the core and roll yourself up again. You scoot your feet out of the way again. Come to a seat. Okay, this time, our right knee is going to bend. Bring that knee out to the side. Okay, and then pull kind of that left foot back a little bit as you lift that hip and hug that whole femur bone into your hip socket and sink down again. Press into the hands, outlining this left leg. Contract the core. Arms come up. And then fold forward over the left leg, reaching for the foot so you can bend the knee as you need to or use your strap as you need to, looping the bottom of that foot. Contract the core with your exhale and just start folding over this leg. Soften the face and the jaw. Last couple of breaths. And then contract that core, slowly roll yourself up. Let's lift that right knee. Bring that foot over to the outer left thigh and then bend that left knee. So you kind of lean into the left a little bit, but then press down with that right hip so that right or your left ankle is just on the outside of that hip, right? And then try to plant that right foot down. And if you need, you can sit on support here, which is going to help you really find the position of the legs. So sit on a block or pillow and just try to find a nice tall spine and just hold it and take a breath. Contracting to that low belly. And let's wrap that left arm around the leg. Right hand can come right behind the low back. Push into that right hand, lift the chest. Inhale. Contract the belly, pull the left ribs to the right ribs and slowly gaze back. Now, your left hand can hold the leg or you can bring your outer elbow to the outer right knee. Notice if you're rounding the spine at all, try to lift up through the chest, gaze back. Good, 1 more breath. And then we'll counter twist, so release both hands over to the left and just lean down a little bit. And then we'll come up. Let's release the left leg, lean back, but plant that left foot to the floor and then find your hands to support you. Flex that right foot so the toes point towards that knee and then push that knee away, that right knee away from you. And then just rock a little side to side here. Nice myofascial pressure release here on those outer hips and kind of where the connection is of our femurs into our hip socket. And around the area, a lot going on. in our body. Good. And then we'll pause right in the center. Find a good position for your hands. Maybe they point out or towards you. Find a good rooted left foot and then press and lift yourself up. Now, as you lift, look at your hips, see that they're level, but then feel that right knee, try to pull down. Take another breath. Just one more here. And then lower those hips down. Let that left leg go straight. Keep that right leg where it is on the thigh. Lift your chest, flex that left foot. Hug the belly in and start folding over this leg, reaching forward. Take a breath. Contract that belly, inchworm those fingers forward, maybe grabbing for that left foot. And then we'll come up, releasing that right leg to go long. Shake out those feet and legs. Beautiful. Bend that left knee, drop that knee out to the left, lift your chest, remove the bits out from under you, pull that right leg back, lift your heart, hands on the floor, contract that belly to stabilize the spine, arms come up, and fold over this leg. Reaching for the foot, grabbing it with a strap, bending your knee, whatever you need to do. Letting our head start to drape down, to tug at those muscles in the back body. Notice where you're feeling the stretch and just think about that area as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, try to soften that spot. Notice if those muscles can start opening a little bit, and releasing a little more. Okay, and then slowly roll back up. Okay, let's lift that left knee. Here. Pull that foot over to the right. Lean into that right, bend that right knee, swinging that ankle so that it's on the outer left hip now as we sink that left hip down so both hips are rooted. And sometimes when we do this, this left foot might lift. And that is a good telltale sign of like maybe we should sit on something just to lift the hips up a little bit. So I'm going to do that. I feel a little tighter on this side, so it makes sense that that heel is lifting. You sit on something and then look, all of a sudden this knee is upright and that foot's on the floor. Both hips are neutral, and we lift the chest, hug the belly in. The right hand can hold the leg as we slowly start to twist, bringing this left hand behind us, pressing into that hand, lifting your heart, and then pulling the right ribs to those left ribs to twist. Maybe that right outer elbow comes to the outer knee. But think about continuously lifting up through the heart, through the crown of the head, and then twist it out. Really bring your awareness to the center region of your body. Contract the navel to the spine as you're exhaling. Really awesome internal massage and detoxifying for our organs to just press things through. Getting all that fried fish filet, gluten-free, vegan, made out of mushrooms, out of my digestive system. Okay, counter twist. Bring your hands over to that right side, lean down. So you know, it was delicious. It was so good. All right, bring those legs long. Actually, keep your right leg long. Left foot is still on that knee. If you are sitting on something, let's scoot it out of the way. Here we're gonna go with a bend in that right knee, fingers behind us, hands behind us. We rock side to side. Noticing the difference. Ooh, yeah. Up and over. Rocking on those hips. Noticing what you're feeling, where you're feeling it. Good. And then we'll pause in the center. Find a good grip in those hands, a good grip on that right foot. Exhale everything out, and then press it up. Look at those hips. See that they're parallel to the ceiling, and then pull that left knee energetically down. 3 breaths. 2 more. 1 more here. And lower arm down. Now that right leg can go straight, keeping that left ankle on that thigh. We lift that chest. We remove the bits from under us if we need. Arms come up. Fold forward. Bending that right knee as you need. Again, using your straps, whatever. Big breath in. And out. As you melt over this leg. And then we'll slowly rise, letting that left leg go long now. Just shake out those leggies, shake them, shake them, shake them out. Remove any props that might be on your mat from off of that mat. And we're gonna scoot to a wall or a chair or a couch, whatever you've got for legs up the wall. Legs up the wall or legs up a chair, right? Same. But what we're doing is trying to just relax our lower back, stretch our back legs a little bit in a nice passive way. So you can bring your mat over with you wherever you're going or not. Try to sit, if you're going up a wall, sit next to it with one side of your body next to it. Both hands come behind you. You start to lean back and then just start to swing your legs up as you come to your elbows and wedge your way gracefully into this shape. So tuck your shoulders under you once you find this shape. Let your feet flop open. And just feel those legs get heavy against your hip socket. If you had sandbags or some sort of weight, you could bring that on the bottoms of your feet. And that's really nice for just helping to just kind of bring those bones deeper into the hip socket, weighing you down, less opportunity for movement. I don't have sandbags. I'm not going to do that. Just an option. So let's allow our eyes to close here if that feels good for your body and where you're at right now energetically. And just bring your awareness to the inside layer of your eyelids. Rest your hands wherever it feels best for your arms, your shoulders, either on the body or by the side or in a cactus T shape. And let's just exhale everything out of the body wherever you are. And inhale through the nose, still in a 3-part breath, the belly, ribs, chest. Hold the breath. Sip up more air. Open mouth, exhale. Just relax with the breath. And you can choose to stay here for the remainder of our practice, or maybe you make your way into your Shavasana. Sliding your legs off the wall, making your way flat onto the earth, or supporting yourself with any props that you might need or want. And once you're there in that shape, take a deep breath in and sigh it out. And just let your breath become natural and effortless. And allow your awareness to just rest on the inside layer of your eyelids, keeping your awareness internalized. Slowly begin to deepen the breath. Or to invite gentle movements into the body again. If your legs are up on a wall or bent on the couch, you can press into them to gently feel like the hips could lift, perhaps. Knee as high as feels good for you. Stretching, reaching, flexing. We'll bend those knees into the chest and roll over, using your hands and sense of touch to press up to a seat. So still just feeling your way to a seated posture wherever. It doesn't have to be on your mat. Just could be in the room facing any direction. Hook the spine tall, bring your palms in front of the heart. And take a nice deep breath in. An open mouth exhale. Feeling the beautiful effects of your practice and your dedication to your own well-being. Let the corners of your mouth lift to your ears to give yourself a smile. Hold gratitude in your heart for yourself, everything you've accomplished in this practice, your amazing body, and for most importantly, knowing the importance of making this decision to show up for you. And let's rub our palms to generate heat and energy in those hands. And bring your warm palms to cup over your closed eyes, barely on the face. Take a deep breath. And slowly release your hands down the face, connecting your palms together in front of your heart. And believe in yourself and do what you are supposed to. Appreciate yourself, enjoy yourself, and love yourself. From my heart to yours, my friends and family, Namaste. Yay!